shorter by 3 centimeters. He's usually the taller. Our global rule set for this one, the bout will be judged as a whole 25-minute match, not as 5 individual rounds. To meet the fighters, let's go to Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds of 5 minutes for the one lightweight World Championship. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at circle side are Rosenberg Rossetti of the Philippines, David Wee of Singapore, and Olivier Coste of France. Singapore! Here we go! Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is the number 3 lightweight contender, standing at 183 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 15 wins and 3 losses. Training out of Team MAD, representing South Korea. Stepping into action is Oak Ray Yoon. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he stands at 180 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 15 wins and 3 losses. Training out of United MMA and Evolve MMA, representing Singapore and the United States of America. Get ready for the reigning and defending undisputed one lightweight champion of the world, Christian the Warrior Ali. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athlete center. Gentlemen, you are the main event. I expect a clean match. You both know the rules. Do not strike the back of the head. Let's watch the low blows. Obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up, please.
Look at the height differential there as Oak Ray Yoon towers over the champion, Christian Lee. It's exactly 11 p.m. Friday, September 24, 2021 in Singapore. The lightweight championship of the world, scheduled for 5 rounds or less.
Let's go.
And Oak Ray Yoon stopped the king tide of Christian Lee. Or will he drown in the champion's aggression and skill set? Christian, dropping down to the knee dragon. What's the meaning behind that?
Faking the level change, just giving Oak something to think about. He wants him to think about the takedown, and that's what that little level change there is. Christian Lee is he's very explosive right out the gate. So this is a tentative start for Lee. I think he understands and respects exactly the challenge that's in front of him here tonight.
He knew that against Nastukin it was about brute power. He knew that against Aoki it was about weathering the grappling. And he knows that about Oak Ray Yoon, it's the IQ, how smart Oak is in every situation.
Christian started to close that distance, looking to back Oak up, testing with the leg kicks. A little bit harder leg kicks coming from Oak.
Oh, high knee there from Oak Ray Yoon came agonizingly close. Christian picks it up, boom, shakalaka. Nicely done from the champ.
Yep, in that process, though, he was able to get the takedown, but Oak pops immediately right back up. His takedown defense is stellar.
Against
so good.
Gafarov, he did the same, right? Always popped back up against the former world champion.
They're able to get him down, like Eddie and Gafarov were able to get him down, but they can't keep him down. They can't control those hips. He's always moving, but what does Christian do? Christian chooses to take the back and jump to the back. Christian is very dangerous from these positions. He's got a very unique style of grappling. He's got one hook in, but Oak does a good job of pressing his back up against the wall so Christian can get the other hook in and get full control. But he does anyway and gets both hooks in, but he slides right off the top. We saw this with Gafurov as well. Gafurov had the back of Oak for a very long time, and Oak defended well.
Nice curling knee off the left leg there from Christian to the side of the head. Now curls the right hand between the eyes of Oak. Christian looking for the openings here. We talk about the high in-circle IQ of Oak Rayun, but Christian Lee also very high IQ. You could men's a test for in-ring IQ. These two would both be geniuses. Don't forget, folks, our next event, October 15, One Championship First Strike, and all striking showcase, the best kickboxing card in history, with Giorgio Petrosian and Superbond for the Featherweight World Championship in the main event.
Oak's doing a good job here of fighting those hands, trying to separate the body lock. He does just that. He spins around, goes chest to chest. Now he's going to try to pummel under, get the underhook.
Nice right hand from Christian, popped him on the jaw. The crowd here in Singapore appreciating it. Oak on the outside. Christian edging forward, thrust a jab. Oak a counter right. Christian goes high.
Christian's backing him up against that wall, goes for the takedown again. Good defense on the legs for Oak. Oak utilizes that overhook very well to pry people up and to keep them off of his legs. And then he's got great balance on the legs by separating and maintaining that upright position.
Chance for the knees here for Oak Rayun, the number 3 ranked. Christian, who has cleaned out the entire lightweight top 5 except for Oak Rayun. Glancing left.
That's good takedown defense there. Once Christian gets those hands locked, he's usually able to drag people to the ground, but Oak was able to shrug that off and keep things on his feet. Like in the Martin Nguyen match against Christian Lee, Christian it looked like he got a little bit frustrated by not being able to get the takedown. I wonder if we're going to start to see that here as this match progresses. If Christian Lee is unable to get the takedown, what is plan B for Christian Lee? I think it's going to remain on the feet, and that's where Oak really excels, especially with those long-range boxing that he has.
Christian's younger sister, Victoria Lee, the prodigy, victorious against Victoria Souza earlier on tonight. Christian himself was a prodigy, the second youngest male mixed martial arts world champion of a major promotion, the youngest MMA lightweight world champion in history. Outside leg kick, nice step across there from Christian.
Nice little kicking combinations there. First, Christian landed with the question mark kick, and then he went low with the skip across low kick there on Oak.
If Christian beats Oak tonight, he would be the most dominant one lightweight world champion ever, and tie Shinya Aoki for the most one lightweight world title wins. Certainly is not the characteristic first round aggression that we would expect from Christian. When you are fighting a man, as we said, at the high IQ level of Oak Rayun, you cannot go all guns blazing. You've got to figure out the riddle. And nice takedown here from Christian.
Yeah, that takedown, but then Oak popped right back up. One thing that you're going to see is the knee that Oak landed. I don't know if we're going to see that, but Christian Lee landed a nice little knee when Oak was pressed up against the wall. And you could see him kind of wipe his eye a little bit as Christian Lee hit that knee. And then as Oak was walking back to the corner, he also touched that eye again.
This is there, okay? Put the ice in the back. Lungs is there. In and out, lungs is. Stay calm. All right? Ground this guy.
Seconds out now, please.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Second round. Christian Lee telling his dad and trainer Ken Lee, I can do it. Ken telling his son, stay on him. Let's get some combinations happening. Remember, we are not scoring round by round under our global rule set, but as a 25-minute match. Should it go that far? For most people's predictions, it will not go the full 5 rounds. Christian Lee, the champion. The challenger, Oak Rayun of South Korea. High guard on Christian. Fakes the right hand. What should Oak Rayun looking to do here as Christian tries an outside crescent kick?
Yeah, Christian's been trying a lot of kicks. We've seen, like, on his training footage that he likes that wheel kick. He's been throwing a lot more kicks lately in his training program, and that's what Oak needs to do. He needs to utilize that jab and keep Christian off of him, because this is going to be what he's going to have to endure for the next 4 rounds. He's going to have to try to get Christian off of him. That body lock is there. Oak's going to display some really good balance. Defend the legs right there. Again, it's very hard to get Oak down and keep him there. Christian's gonna have to rely on the striking, I think, at least in these early parts, because Oak's very hard to get down, period, especially when he's fresh.
Christian pressing Oak to the outside here. Right hand and into a takedown attempt. Hooking right hand from Christian. Gets full extension on that cross, does Lee. Christian seems to be initiating the attacks here, Dragon. We're not seeing it so from Oak Rayun.
That's typically Oak's MO, at least in the first 2 rounds. We saw with Eddie, we saw it with Gafurov. Oak kind of relies on the counter striking. He's trying to get a read on you. He's trying to understand what you're doing. He's trying to counter the shots. But once he starts going forward and he starts being aggressive, he looks really sharp. And he needs to do that. He needs to earn some respect from Christian, because Christian is walking him down and really throwing a lot more volume at Oak.
You know that Oak can take some punishment. He can go the distance. He had 2 incredible 3-round wars in a single month back in April to upset Gafurov and Alvarez. Where, as I said earlier, he came in as a massive underdog in both of those. Dropped Eddie Alvarez, of course, in their fight. Defended multiple takedown attempts from Gafurov. At the moment, halfway through the second round of 5, Christian Lee clips him with a left hook.
I think that jumping knee, Michael, is trying to deter Christian Lee from doing the takedowns, but it's gonna be hard to stop Christian Lee from initiating that takedown. But that jumping knee is a good idea, and also uppercuts as well. Start throwing those center channel weapons down the middle so Christian isn't able to get nice and tight on that takedown, especially when Oak is up against the wall.
Oak's got to be careful not to drop the hands when he throws the leg kick. You saw Christian trying to counter off the leg kick with a straight right. Overhand right there from Oak.
A good head movement, though, from Christian. Got his head off the center line, and Oak went right by with that right hand.
Again, got on the inside of the right hand, Christian. Now he's calling Oak forward.
Christian's got a beautiful left check hook, Michael.
He does.
Comes off so well, and then he rolls with it, too. So his head isn't there as he throws that hook. That's what he caught Nastyukhin with as he was coming in. Oak needs to establish that rhythm, start putting that jab out there, touch him with those leg kicks.
Fake there from Oak, thrusts out the jab, looks for a counter as Christian.
Let's go, action!
Referee Justin Brown wants to see more activity from these two. Double jab to right, jumping knee from Oak. Christian takes him down.
Yeah, it's happened again, though, but Oak pops right back up. That knee is giving Christian an entry into the takedown. He's able to lock up the hands and get Oak down. You can see, because he keeps that overhook on the head, he's able to get, he gives up his back in the process, and that's where Christian's jumping to. We saw this with Gafurov. Oh, he immediately snatches the neck.
Oak Rayun being backpacked by Christian Lee with 35 seconds to go in the second round. Defending the choke attempt here. Christian's locked it on!
Oh,
Can he finish?
Though. He's turning out of it.
Good call, Mitch. And the Muay Thai clinching knees now from Oak Rayun. High knee! And Christian breaks off with an overhand right. Some good action in the final stages of this round, Dragon.
Yeah, that was really close, man. I think Christian, so fast with those submission attempts, immediately went under the neck, got that locked up, was under the chin, but Oak angled his neck correctly and turned his head out of it and went chest to chest to survive that choke.
Folks, it's our main event of One Championship Revolution. Take a look at this jab here from Oak Rayun, beautifully done between the eyes.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to try to stop that oncoming pressure by throwing that jab out there, because when he's jumping up into the air like that, he's giving Christian these opportunities to either throw at him or to shoot him for that double leg takedown. Look at Christian Lee not taking the stool. Here getting advice from Ken Lee.
Catch him on the second or the third one. Okay? All right. Keep those hands up. He's flying. He's coming up the middle a lot with his knees, okay? So watch out for that. Okay?
Don't forget, folks, to check out our Elite Pro Series right now at the One Shop. Ken Lee telling his son Christian, keep your hands up, keep going down the middle, you're doing great. As Mitch said, Christian choosing to stand between rounds, perhaps sending a message to Oh Crayoon that there's no way the champion is tiring. 3rd of 5 for the One Lightweight Championship of the world. Is it time for Oh Crayoon to put the foot down now, Dragon?
Well, Ken Lee saw it too. He said that, you know, Oak is going up the middle with those knees, with the jumping knees, and Christian needs to be careful of it when he's timing those takedowns. But I would like to see Oak start turning it on right now. This is those, we're starting to get into that deep water that we spoke about on the walk, and this is where Oak does his best work.
Christian drifting off to his right. Oh Crayoon throws a nice left hand. Inside leg to outside leg kick from Oh Crayoon. You can just sense that Oh Crayoon is starting to lift the tempo here. There's more combination. There's more power shots coming from the South Korean.
Well, here's the thing, Michael. Oak has been 15 minutes or longer 9 times in his mixed martial arts career, so he is used to this type of duration in a mixed martial arts contest. Lee has only been past 15 minutes twice, so definitely the experience in these longer duration matches leans on the side of Oh Crayoon.
At the start of his pro career, Christian Lee finished his first 5 opponents, all in one championship, all in the very first round. Oh Crayoon, high knees! Tries to lock on the tie clinch, but Christian just slips out.
I think Oak caught him with that right hand, which is what caused Christian to drop down to his knee like that. I think that could have been a flash. I'd like to see that again, but that was a beautiful right hand. Now Oak was starting to turn it on.
Oh, he got caught with right hand! He got tagged! That was a beauty! A ripper! Christian Lee dropped him! The knees went from under Oak like a marionette with the strings suddenly cut. My goodness, Dragon.
Wow, that was beautiful. Christian Lee with a beautiful right hand. Now he's attacking the choke. Looks like he's going for an anaconda. Switches to the Darce. Good job by Oak to defend. He's in danger right now. Christian Lee is relentlessly attacking that submission.
2 minutes 35 remains. Christian Lee has not gone into a 4th round since 2018 against Martin Ewan.
Both these guys are breathing real heavy, but man, they're still carrying power in both those right hands.
An explosive round. Jab there from Christian. Uppercut from Oak. Tries to put the chin through the top of the head. High kick from Oh Crayoon. Then goes low. Nice change of levels from the South Korean.
We saw Christian battle Doggy in a 3-round war when he was just exhausted. He still was able to put things together even though he was severely fatigued, and we're seeing that right here. He doesn't know if he's severely fatigued, but he definitely looks tired. Not the same Christian Lee that was in the first. Oak's going forward, taking control of the center and utilizing that jab well.
Spinning back kick, how do you do? Oh Crayoon turning on the acrobatics.
I like that spinning back kick. As Christian tried to angle out to his right, Oak followed him with the spinning back kick. That was beautiful.
High kick from Christian, tries to loop the shin around the back of the neck. The man based in Hawaii trying to defend the championship of the world. And don't forget, folks, unlike our kickboxing match we saw previously, under the Mixed Martial Arts Global Rule Set, we do not judge round by round. Our 3 judges circle side are scoring as an overall contest should we go the full 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're going to enter the championship rounds here in the 4th. But Oh Crayoon seems to have recovered from that flash knockdown. Christian Lee as well. And this is going to be really important. I think with that last sort of knockdown in the submission attempts, Christian Lee is leading so far in the first 15 minutes or so, but right now Oak looks to be a little bit fresher.
You can never write off or count out Christian Lee. His bag of tricks is so deep. Looks for a side kick there to the knee of Oak Rayun.
That's a great idea, to go to the body of Christian Lee. Attack that body. If he's starting to breathe heavy, he needs to go to it. You can see how Christian's mouth's a little bit open. That's usually a sign of fatigue. I could be wrong, though. Oak needs to keep going to the body. Christian Lee.
Oak trying for a skip-up flying knee. They are enjoying themselves in the circle. Uppercut from Oak Rayun. High roundhouse kick, but a double forearms guard protects the champion. And we're going into the penultimate round.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, see, it was a nice right hand landed by Oak. Christian Lee took the knee, popped right back up. But then, how do you come back from that? You come back with a knockdown of your own, and that took the feet right out of Oak Rayun. Let's see that again. I gotta run that back. Look at that. Bingo. Oh, man. How many people would have gone down and out cold from that shot? How tough is Oak Rayun, Michael?
Far less a man would have been dropped.
Got a dig here. Let's go.
Are there signs of fatigue on the champion, Christian Lee? Still looking relatively fresh is the challenger, Oak Rayun. 4th of 5 from inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium. We do have a government-mandated audience of 500 people, which is great to see. And my word, have they been loud and excited to be here tonight, as have we. Triple main event, 3 world titles, this the final. Step across inside leg kick, right hand to left hook there from Christian. Good combination. Oak backs him up with a combo of his own.
Yeah, I like that combination when he changes stances. He throws that right hand and then follows it up with the left hook. That usually leads to a takedown. But I think we're seeing Christian Lee adapt to plan B, which is a striking contest. He was unable to get the takedown, so we're seeing what kind of resiliency that Christian Lee has, being forced to go to plan B and strike with Oak Rayun. Oak Rayun's more comfortable in this position with the stand-up.
You good? Okay, let's go.
It's just so hard to comprehend how one family can contain so much talent. Christian Lee, world champion. Angela Lee, world champion. Victoria Lee, now 3-0, only 17 years old. And there's another brother, right, Mitch?
Yeah, Adrian. He's there in the corner.
Adrian's in the corner, and they say he's super talented as well. Could be another future signing.
I saw him warming up. I've seen him hit pads. I've seen him grappling. He is spectacular. The entire Lee clan is absolutely incredible. But right now, we've got Christian Lee trying to defend that lightweight championship of the world, and Oak Rayun is pushing forward, being aggressive, landing some good shots here.
This one's turned into a striking contest, and folks, on October 15th, the greatest kickboxing card ever is going down. One championship first strike. Petrosian versus Superbond for the featherweight kickboxing championship of the world in the main event, and also 8-man Grand Prix with megastars.
Christian's trying to time that left hook. He's trying to find a home for it, but you can see how Oak's moving in and out, looking for that. He's trying to touch, trying to find the distance. These guys have been going at it now for 17 minutes, and they still haven't figured out that timing in that range. That's how good these guys are, changing things as they progress.
Kick to the lead leg there from Christian, drifts off to his left. Jab, but a good head movement again, gets on the inside of it, does Christian. Oak edging forward, towering figure. So tall for a lightweight. Overhand right from Christian, counter left from Oak was quick. Just lacked a bit of starch.
Yeah, I like that step through right hand that Christian throws. He usually follows it up with the left hook. But Oak's got to do a little bit more now. This is his opportunity. If Christian's starting to slow down, now he is trying to turn it on.
Quick flurry, a burst of energy and explosiveness there from Oak Rayun. Body shot to outside leg kick was a beauty. Christian comes forward. Oak enjoying throwing the knees on the inside, particularly the knee to the head when Christian drops his head too low. or preferring the Muay Thai clinch and knees. Often very underutilized in mixed martial arts, the Muay Thai clinch and the Muay Thai dump as a takedown. Right hand lead. Corner applauding Ok Rae-yoon for that one.
Yeah, but Christian was able to get the hand up. Didn't really take it on the chin. I think he deflected it off the glove. Oak's doing a good job of these sort of jousting shots. You know, that one right there, boom, touching him, and then he's out. He's back in, recalibrating, taking aim, and then he fires.
Good period here for Ok Rae-yoon, again with the right hand, short left popping off. Right hand from Christian, a goatee rattler.
See that little head dip?
Any damage being taken here, or are they more glancing blows, Dragon?
I think they're glancing, but I think they're scoring is what they're doing. And he needs to come back after that knockdown that he suffered in the third. And we're starting to see that Oak is working his way back in there. That one landed. That was a clean right hand. Look at him turn it on here in the last minute of the fourth.
And there's the knee again from Ok Rae-yoon on the inside. Jumping knee and a high knee from Ok Rae-yoon. Although we are scoring as an overall match, if the pendulum is swinging in someone's favor, you've got to say it's Ok Rae-yoon at the moment.
Yeah, but Christian still carries that power in his hands. This 5 minutes right here has been a lot of Ok Rae-yoon. He's working his way back into this match, and he's really starting to excel. This is what we talked about, Michael. We talked about Christian being able to adapt to plan B. If the takedown wasn't there, how would he work out the striking of Ok Rae-yoon? That was a nice leg kick. He needs to keep going back to that. He has to dig in with the volume a little bit. Oak's starting to connect with that right hand, touching him with the jab, landing the right hand.
Oak faking the right, cuts off the movement. Christian going one way then the other, gets on the inside of the right hand, fires a wild right of his own. High right round kick there from Oak. One more round to go. Wow, there's going to be some much-needed instructions in the corner of Christian Lee after a good 5-minute period there for Oak.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Oak's starting to find that range. These are, you know, this is where Oak does really good work. He's scoring the points, letting things add up. Christian had a nice little lead in the first 15. Let's see what they say.
Oh, shit, sorry. That's so tough. Got it, touch. Two's there. Two's there for you. Don't overload, but you got to go first, okay? Don't let him pressure you. Looks bad. All right? You're the champ. You're the champ, okay? Stay disciplined. Don't try to chase nothing. Let it happen. If he goes and overreaches, get in on his hips, okay? All right?
Bentley telling his son not to overreach, to go first. Don't load up too much. You're the champion. There was some damage over the left eye of Christian. You saw them employing the end swell between rounds, the cold compress, to try and reduce that swelling. But it has all come down to this. 5 minutes remains for the one lightweight championship of the world, and it's still anyone's for the taking. But a very good 5-round period in the fourth for Ok Rae-yoon. Let's see if Christian can indeed go first. Let's see if he doesn't overload, if he can connect to the jaw of Ok Rae-yoon.
Yeah, Ken Lee was telling him that that 2 is there. The right hand of Christian Lee is available to him. It's open for him. And then if Ok Rae-yoon overextends, look for the double leg. Get in on his hips. Look for that takedown. But I don't know if Oak's going to give him that chance. His takedown defense has been superb all night long. And it's going to be very tough to get him down at this moment. Christian Lee needs to really dig down deep.
You did say, Dragon, that even with all those great names that Christian has beaten, Stukan, Lapicus, Tagi, Aoki, that Ok Rae-yoon would give him his toughest test yet. And certainly it's played out that way.
Yeah, a lot of people laughed when I said it, but I knew what Oak brought to the table, and Christian Lee did too. Christian Lee said in the press conference yesterday that Ok Rae-yoon was his toughest challenge to date, and we're seeing that play out right now. But he's got to be a little bit more active, because right now it is anybody's contest.
Christian came so close earlier on in the match to getting a choke on Ok Rae-yoon. Both men have knocked each other down. Judges, if this one goes the distance, would have a very hard task on their hands. Christian looks for a round kick off the lead.
We got to see the knockdown from Ok Rae-yoon in the third. We got to see the submission attempt and the knockdown in the third for Christian. I wonder if the referees are going to score any of those as a near finish, which is our highest scoring category. Right now, the striking superiority is starting to shift towards Ok Rae-yoon, but it's so close.
Axe kick there from Christian. You never see an axe kick hardly in mixed martial arts. That was a beauty, the old handy hook technique. Trying to bring the heel down on the collarbone or the bridge of the nose. Outside leg kick and a nice counter from Oak off the right hand. Christian whipping in the left hook. Christian, a right hand lead, followed by a long reaching left. Again, got to remember, Ken Lee said, do not overreach. You don't want to be countered by Oak. Right hand to a takedown attempt. High kick there from Christian.
Champion is being aggressive, though. He's the one going forward. But the striking superiority is being shown by Ok Rae-yoon. But Christian's got a really tight guard. It's hard to get through that guard, but he is scoring with the right hand.
Uppercut.
Big swing with the uppercut.
Christian calling him forward. Oak not taking the bait, however, drifts off clockwise. Oak with a jab. Thinks about it, does the South Korean. Is Christian going to go first? That was the instruction from Ken Lee between rounds.
Christian Lee looks heavy on that lead leg. I'd like to see Oak start chopping at it, but Christian Lee doesn't.
Outside thigh kick, right hand looking for the orbital there from Christian. 1:35 remains, fifth and final round. Are we going the distance in this main event? Jab, no right hand for company from the champion.
A little bit of damage on the face of Oak. That's going to score for him. Christian's landing. Christian's being more active.
Better round here in the fifth than it was the fourth for Christian.
Oak's got to turn it on right now. He's got 60 seconds right now to really put a stamp on this matchup. He's got the opportunity, but he's kind of slowing down a little bit. And Christian's the one going forward, showing the aggression. There's Oak.
Not getting through, though. Double forearms guard of Christian. As you said, good side defense from the champ. Inside leg kick. You can see the bruising on the inside left thigh of Ok Rae-yoon, who gets airborne with the knee. That inside left thigh is a kaleidoscope of colors, courtesy of Christian's inside thigh kicks. Oak with a jab. Outside thigh kick there from Christian. You see some swelling now to that part of the leg. Overhand right hand to the jaw. The knees wobble momentarily. Here comes the champion. A final flurry from Christian Lee. He wobbled him, Dragon.
Oh, that could have been it. That was the two. That was the two. That was the two that Ken Lee was talking about. He said the two is there for you, and what does he do? Christian Lee finds the two, a home on the chin of Ok Rae-yoon.
The two meets the right hand. Could the two be the clincher? Could it seal the deal for Christian Lee? And what's going to go down to a very close contest? There it is. And what respect between these two martial arts warriors of the highest order. We are going down to the judges.
Wow, that was really close. I think the last shot, right? Is this it? Let's see. Look at Christian. Boom! Fakes the jab, comes over with the two. Doesn't connect with any of the other punches. Oak does a good job of evading after he was hurt, but wow, that two found a button, wobbled Ok Rae-yoon. That could have been enough to get it done. Oh, we got to put it in the judges' hands now, Michael. What a match.
How you score it, folks? Let us know wherever you're watching in 154 countries around the world at One Championship on all your social media platforms. Do you have it for the champion, Christian Lee, or do you have it for the challenger, Ok Rae-yoon? What a night inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium. One Championship revolution, a thrill. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the belt for this match, we have the chairman and the CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Sityodong. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All three judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And new undisputed one lightweight champion of the world,
What a year for Oh Crayon. From obscurity 18 months ago to the champion of the world now, having defeated